Yeah, what's up everybody? I know originally I think my StreamYard was fucking up because some dates got mixed up. But yeah, this is today, Word Up is today, Confessions is tomorrow. Just to let everybody know, I don't understand why technology gets so much hype and shit like that, but y'all can't do one fucking job. But that's not my business. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. God fucking damn it. Jesus Christ. God fucking damn it. Hey, Sam.
Now let's just see what else we can get rid of. The mechanic right here is so rich for giving herself away. He's examined it often at close range.
Do you have any idea how much about all of these pillows are worth?
No, check out the books. A lot of them first edition, some of them are signed. Books. Don't forget the books. Why are they here? Oh, please tell me you are not right number 10. Sorry, y'all. It's so blurry that I can't see what it says.
One of my paychecks did not come, and DoorDash deactivated my account for some bullshit. But I'm making solutions right now.
Isn't Annabelle the second one you ever see? Maybe they're on the third now. This was gone? No. You are never like that. Enjoy. I just had, right here.
Well, actually, Anne and Emily are very fond of that. Oh, well, then
To be honest, the only Sean Paul album I've ever heard is the Trinity. Yeah, I'm doing Uber Eats right now, but I gotta hear about what they have to say about my account tomorrow. And I don't even know why they did it.
But they're going to be very sorry, Toby. Joke is on the way, everyone. Said Annabelle for the Spencer's dog. Oh, that's really great.
one night you're gonna wake up and you can right over there. They'll have a welcoming committee waiting on your tailbox when you get there.
For you folks. It's been great. Good night, Bob. Oh, God, Jason. I got a turkey.
Hanging Downtown is my favorite Cameo song. Believe it or not, I'm actually really not the biggest Cameo fan, so yeah.
Darling, you want to grab the girl with the pocket change, I hope. Oh,
Yeah. No. Well, they didn't even get pizza that year. Oh. Oh, that was so good. All right, this one is 1995. Let's watch.
So a little sauce of the juniper will make me a benign patriarch.
That works.
AJ. Oh, hi, yourself. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Is that what it is? I always forget. They close the door. It's freezing out there.
Oh, well, you know what? You're not kidding. We almost got frostbite coming up from the gatehouse.
Happy Thanksgiving, grandmother. Excuse me. What's that contraption you're carrying?
Insurance? What? Oh, well, Steve is making noises about sending that off to Tokyo.
Happy birthday, Malcolm
So I
X.
gave my Christmas present early. That way, even in Tokyo, he'll still be my Eddie.
Yeah, I think I managed the cord as we walked over here. I think it helps out frozen fingers. No. Please, restrain yourself. Well, my dear, you certainly do have a sense of humor.
Now, I do wonder what Lois and Dad and Olivia did together. Olivia knew the Cirillo was back in Brooklyn for intense together, so.
Sure, I will. You should. What was your idea?
A mechanical bank for my nickel and dime patient.
That was Ron's idea.
Oh, sure was, because he said that L&B was nothing. Nickel and dime operation. Yes.
Oh, Lila, it's just lighthearted sparring, part of the preliminary skirmishes. The battle has yet to commence.
There is no battle. The battle is over. It's not even an issue.
Is that so?
Edward?
Harmonious family.
Hey Q.
Oh, what a great idea. We can do harmonious, can't we, Mr. Q?
Of course.
Original.
Howard, tell somebody innocent, please. Using men to satisfy your basic instincts. Planet. The besides in a climbing its nature, don't you know that? All of the feathered creatures wanted the pawns to paddle around. Be your friends, but that's who pay them. Murder, bloodshed, and arson. This has got to stop somewhere. It's not stop here. That's what I'm trying to say, please. People, please. Planet, stop here. Wow.
Okay, Char's on the way.
I don't think I can eat one either. You know, I am so relieved I didn't know how to be able to ask for just that.
Okay, I got my popcorn. Got my popcorn. Hey, Cruz. Q. Favorite Marvin Gaye album is "Hear My Dear." I have a feeling Hector would show up. Cause y'all gotta remember, like, y'all have your special times y'all show up. Plus, mind you, I'm doing the video much earlier than before. Cause since I'm in summer vacation now, certain videos might be a little earlier than the traditional 11 o'clock, 11:30 time. Especially if it's days I have to work in the morning. Also, I kind of like doing the videos now more for my bed more often because I get sometimes strain my back playing the video games. Talking about, is she serious? Yeah, I really cannot wait for Confessions 2 because I know that album is going to be a very interesting album to talk about. And
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this look back at
believe it or not, it will be a nice way to end off like the first chapter in Usher's discography because Hear My Stand. I want to talk about Hear My Stand sometime next month too. Oh, that's easy, Ronnie. My favorite song is Sparrow. I love that track. That's really one of my Marvin's most underrated tracks. I never hear nobody talk about Hear My Deal. I don't understand why. It's like the only song people talk about is maybe um Funky Space Reincarnation, that When Did I Stop Loving You? When Did You Stop Loving Me track. And it's just the thing about Hear My Dear, Q, is the fact that it was soul music at its darkest form, in my opinion. It's like several things I love about it. Like, I love the fact that Marvin dived deep into his jazz roots. I feel like that album, he was definitely deep into his jazz roots. Like, he always wanted to make an album like that. The Frank Sinatra influence was very evident because he was very influenced by Frank Sinatra. And mind you, Sinatra did that album in the wee small hours, an album I need to get in my collection from like 1959, where he was married to, I want to say, Eva Gardner or whatever. And yeah, the shit he was going through with that album. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've done a review on that album a while. No, it was Come Fly With Me I talked about a while back ago. I like the fact that it really did not, it was like a darker Marvin. Like, the albums he dropped between 76 to maybe 81, low-key, those albums don't really get talked about a lot, and I'm definitely including I Want You in that conversation too. But yeah, Here My Dear, the instrumentation was very good. I mean, it's just a phenomenal album. Like, dare I say, I love it more than What's Going On. And there's nothing against What's Going On either. Heck, I like I Want You more than Let's Get It On. Okay, got my camera set up. Oh, I was saving this announcement for later, but tomorrow I'm actually gonna film the review at Kuji Spot too. So Kuji's also gonna be in the review too, but he's just gonna give his thoughts and stuff like that. Just to let you know, tomorrow the review is gonna be at Kuji Spot. Oh, by the way, shout out to Ashley too, by the way. And Ash and Eric, I did not forget about your albums. My paycheck, my fucked up bank did not drop my paycheck today, so I'm kind of a little tight about that because I wanted my check today, but fuck me. Like sometimes when I just get upset, I just yell out, "Fuck me." One of these days, I'm not even gonna work a fucking job and shit. Hey fam, what's up? Nothing much, just keeping the people entertained till you got here. We were talking about Marvin Gaye, Hear My Dear album and shit.
Yes. Very dope album, yo.
Indeed. That's actually my favorite Marvin album, man.
Makai was good, yo. Ronnie, Sam, Q, what up? Cruz, what it do?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh shit, come on.
What's good, man?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's good?
No, just plugged in my speakers. Oh man, this has been a fucked up day, man. So DoorDash deactivated my account.
Why they do that?
They're gonna say discrimination and harassment, but then they're not gonna tell me exactly what it is. And I'm just gonna be like, oh, why the fuck did y'all deactivate my account? If y'all not gonna tell me what I did wrong.
Discrimination on who?
That's what I'm saying. I can't talk to nobody in DoorDash. What the fuck y'all talking about? Discrimination, harassment. Who the fuck am I harassing in DoorDash? Ah,
that's what I'm trying to find out. Who you harassing in DoorDash, Rich?
I think it's that motherfucker who did the Parmesan cheese. Personally, I think the motherfucker
the pack. You
yeah,
for the pack. That nigga still around?
Because I fucking did that shit on Instagram. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it is. If not, then I demanded to reactivate my account. I gotta wait 24 hours.
Where is AJ? AJ, where you at?
Man, AJ's kind of going through some shit right now. That's all I gotta say.
What up?
Cause I'm trying to save some money. Cause that paycheck, I was trying to save some money because me and AJ were going out of town this weekend for his birthday, but my fucking bank wants to be all slow and shit for some goddamn reason. I'm looking at myself like, bro, y'all really gonna pick today to run low with my shit? Fuck.
Have I heard Stage 1 from Sean Paul? I haven't listened to a Sean Paul album since that Tomahawk, whatever the hell he called it. Did not like it. But Sean Paul not even doing real reggae anymore, so.
Yeah. I only said the only album I heard from Sean Paul is The Trinity.
Dirty Rock is the only album I have from him. I didn't buy none of his other stuff.
I don't believe this shit, man.
Dirty Rock. That's the only one I got from him.
That album is out of print today, right?
Yep. That's it. None of his other shit. I ain't like none of his other albums.
Speaking of real dancehall, I actually got my first dancehall album and shit.
I thought you had a couple before.
No, that was mostly my dad.
Okay.
I had reggae albums. My dad had the dancehall shit.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite dancehall artist now?
You mean in this day and age?
No, not in this day and age.
Oh, I was about to say,
because they don't make good reggae anymore. So
exactly. Well, believe it or not, my favorite dancehall artist is Shaba.
Oh yeah, I love Shaba.
Yeah, Shaba. I fuck with a little bit of Beanie Man. I haven't listened to everything he came out with. Of course, my girl Patra. Of course.
I have the second album, Scent of Attraction. That's out of print. The first one is out of print as well.
Yeah. Who else? Shaggy. I like mostly early Shaggy before he got too big.
His early stuff, yeah.
Somebody in the chat mentioned Maxi Priest. Definitely fuck with his shit.
Maxi Priest is good.
Yeah. Like there's a couple of dancehall. I mean, you could say Mad Lion. You know.
Mad Lion, yep, definitely.
Yeah. Mad Cobra.
Mad Cobra, definitely his first album.
Flex is that song Flex, man. That's a classic.
Yes. Only when he does it though.
You said what?
Only when he does it.
Only when he does it.
Not when Run DMC sampled it for Down with the King.
Oh,
terrible.
God.
Terrible.
Oh God. People love that album. I don't understand.
I don't like it.
People love that album,
other
but they
than like 3 songs, I don't think it was good.
Oh, of course, Buju Banton. I forgot about him too.
Yes, Buju definitely. He probably has the strongest discography out of all of them.
He did. Him and Shaba.
Yeah.
Well, Shaba's
Movado,
up there.
Movado was okay. I'm not like huge on Movado like that.
I'm so special. I'm so special. So special. I love that song. I give a fuck. But yeah, I don't understand. Niggas love Down with the King, but y'all don't love Tougher Than Leather.
I don't understand that.
I don't understand.
Tougher Than Leather is a classic compared to Down with the King.
Tougher Than Leather is a classic in general. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It's a classic in general.
It's just a bunch of poses that be posting that shit. I'm like, this shit is not good.
Hey, give me
take it from me. I've been on this planet many moons. I know what I'm talking about.
Give me Back from Hell. And I actually like Back from Hell now. I'm not gonna lie.
Back from Hell was dope.
I actually like. At first, I used to hate that album. Woo. It's like whenever Run DMC hit the 90s, I'm just like, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But Back from Hell, I like that one. Right. I even like some of the shit they did in between Tougher Than Leather and Back from Hell, like the shit they did for the Ghostbusters 2.
Yes, I have that soundtrack. Thanks to Eric. Shout out to Eric for that.
Shit, I need that.
He got the long box joint. I haven't seen that shit in years.
See, that's why I call him Santa Claus, man. Like y'all, that's why I call him. Like we call him Santa Claus.
Got the long box. I'm like, I have to keep that shit. I'm like, I'm keeping this shit.
Yeah, man. Like shout out to Eric.
Yeah,
I have to get him his album this weekend because actually probably tomorrow. I'm trying to do it tomorrow.
Right.
But that shit's fucking expensive. The one he wants me to get him.
Of course it is. We collect this. We already know the prices are like crazy. You know, Wayne Wonder was okay. I wasn't big on Wayne Wonder.
I hated him.
You know, Baby Jam, he was okay. I just stuck with like the main cats: Shabba, Buju, Mad Cobra, Super Cat. Super Cat. I love Super Cat stuff. You
Oh,
know.
AJ just hit me up.
Hey, see, he's gonna live long. We just talked about him.
Yo, Try just asked about you, bro.
He can have a. You have to have another talk with you about your temper.
But low key, man, we be talking to each other about tempers too, man. Because
Yeah.
me and AJ, man, we be getting mad about certain shit.
What?
We just like let each other. We just let each other just explode or rage and shit like that. And then next thing you know, we just smoking a blunt. That is
Let's Get Married remix. It was okay. I still prefer
trash.
the original version. I don't like. I don't. They didn't need a remix for that. That's a great ballad. You don't need a remix for that.
I never cared for Jagged Edge.
You don't like Jagged Edge?
Nah, like the Thugs Need Love R&B. They were the ones who started that shit.
Right.
That Thugs Need Love
Beanie
bullshit.
Man was dope. I wasn't a huge fan of Beanie Man though. He cool. Mano, I don't care for Mano.
Trash. I'm gonna go on in about 3 more minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
Tell Me Love is dope.
remember that one Run DMC song they did with fucking Limp Bizkit?
Limp and Run DMC.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Limp Bizkit did a song with Run DMC on that Crown Royal bullshit.
Oh, I didn't hear that album. I heard it was terrible. And it had so many features on there. I never bought it. I remember going to the record store so many times and seeing that. I'm like, I'm not buying this shit. This is way too many features on here.
It to be honest, it's like a Run album. It's Running Friends
Yeah,
with DMC as a special guest.
they're gonna be at Lollapalooza. Speaking of Limp Bizkit, they're gonna be performing at Lollapalooza this year.
If there is a lot of pollution.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the tickets went on sale today, and they showed the lineup. It's gonna be like
Like like
July.
like like I said, if there is a lot of
If there is, from July 29th to August 1st. Get your tickets now. Lollapalooza.com. The lineup is up. I don't listen to memes. Y'all talking to me about shit people I don't listen to.
he said, "Am I still making vitamins? What the fuck?" You talking about when I told I was gonna make like a cookies based on them Flintstones vitamins?
Oh man.
I'm telling you, them Flintstones vitamins, they be slapping sometimes and shit, yo. Well, they be slapping shit. Sometimes I used to eat two at once, man, and they used to say, "Oh, you'll end up getting weird. You'll end up getting slow. You'll fuck that. It'll fuck you." I was like, "Look at me now."
Wow. Okay.
Shit.
Shakademus and Pliers. Yep.
Oh yeah, Murder She Wrote.
Yep. They're big hit.
I remember when they did that dance hall shit in the BT Awards. I
Right.
went
Remember
2013. They were killing it, man.
they were
I was
killing it.
like, yo, the BT Awards 2013. That was
For
like
that for that one song, they could go on a
Yeah.
whole tour with that one song.
But hey, it got them notarized. It got them. It did the job.
Yeah.
As long as they own the publishing, and that's all that matters.
Right. Y'all remember Snow?
I actually fuck with Snow. I'm
I
not gonna
like
lie.
I like his first album. I never heard the
Yeah,
second one though. Never heard
Snow.
the second one.
I heard some of the second one. It was actually not that bad. Though.
Yeah, he used to go to school with some cousins of mine in Toronto, because he played soccer with them. Yeah, but Snow's first out. That's another out of print gem too, man. That shit is rare to get.
Yeah, man, that's like that. You have to go to Canada to get that shit, man. Fuck. You gotta go to Canada to get that shit.
He was Drake before Drake, yo.
Okay, let's
If
not
you, if you listen to
go there.
Girl I've Been Hurt, that's a Drake song.
Let's not go there. Please. Why is everybody from Canada always? Oh, he's like Drake. He's like Drake, man. Yeah. Let's have a conversation without no Drake.
I've seen Junior Reid in concert. That's the only dancehall artist I've seen. So I haven't been to like a full dancehall concert yet. But Junior Reid did his thing though. He was dope.
All right, I'm ready to start whenever you are, bro.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our recent episode of R&B reviews. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Before we start, you know how I usually do like the album before we start. Well, this one is not a sealed album, but I want to give like a rest in peace to Mr. Paul Mooney.
Yes.
You know, legendary comedian, writer, actor, wrote for Richard Pryor.
Mm-hmm.
he did a lot of shit besides Chappelle's show. I'm gonna be real with y'all on that. Like, you know, he wrote for Living Color, Good Times, Sanford and Sons, Saturday Night Live. He also portrayed Sam Cooke in the Buddy Holly story. I mean, nigga was definitely one of the greatest writers, in my opinion, man.
Right.
I know a lot of people don't fuck with a lot of his shit because sometimes he's too real for the masses. I'm just gonna be he's too
He
real.
was, but so was George Carlin, and they hated him.
Oh yeah,
George Carlin told it like it was, and he was a white dude.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Call him, man. He was in another planet, man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man. And so when it comes to the album, I want to show y'all. I decided to show y'all the Richard Pryor Is It Something I Said album. This was recorded in 1975. One of his best stand-up albums, in my opinion, and shit like that. Yeah, man. He has songs like Cocaine. I mean, routine like Cocaine. The famous Mudbone skit, of course. Our test for today, like shortage of white people. I mean, this is just Richard Pryor at his prime. You know, working closely with Paul Mooney. Now both of them are probably like laughing it up right now and shit like that or whatever. But
Right.
yeah, man. And they say he died from a heart attack. And like I said, I know there was controversy before he died too, which I don't want to talk about that right now. Y'all can look that up. Even though it's alleged though, but yeah. Other than that, let's get started with the review. This is gonna be an artist we never really talked about on this channel. We kind of hinted, but we never talked about, and it's Cameo. With their 1986, overrated in my opinion, but we'll talk about that. Word up.
It's overrated.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yeah. It's the reason why I don't really talk about Cameo a lot on this channel, because I'm not really been a big fan of Cameo.
Right.
I have no. Well, how did you get into Cameo, first of all?
Just being a little kid and hearing that those songs being played around the house. You know, She's Strange and
Yeah.
Candy, of course. That's been sampled so many times. And
Jesus Christ.
and Word Up and seeing the videos with Larry wearing the cock piece and shit and the what is it, the flat top he had or something.
Yeah.
And
before Bobby Brown. Yeah.
Right, they were just on a different in different lane at that time in the early '80s, and they were funky and energetic, and I don't know a lot about their backstory, but just like the songs that they did, it was just like timeless songs, and so many artists over the years has sampled a lot of their work, and they need to be saluted too. Like, let's not wait till he died or any of them die to talk about their music. So I think they're legends.
Believe it or not, this was actually my introduction to Cameo.
Right.
Yeah, because the whole Word Up track and Candy, I've heard those tracks play in family reunions, cookouts, Central. I fuck with Cameo, those tracks, but over the years I just got tired of it because everyone just wanted to play it, sample it, and it's like Cameo had so many other good songs, good albums, but it's just like people just gravitate to this album, Word Up, and shit like that. And it's crazy too because many people don't even know Cameo had like 20, 25 niggas in the group and shit. Like, and then of course, everyone knows the main three, which we're gonna talk about that right now. But yeah, man. For those who don't know who Cameo is, they were a funk soul group that was formed in New York City. I want to say, yeah, New York City, of course. There have been so many members in the group. The main member, Larry Blackman. No, y'all should know who Larry Blackman, the crop top. AJ said what's up, by the way.
What's good, AJ?
Yeah. So yeah, they were formed. They were known as the New York City Players. Of course, paying homage to the Ohio Players and whatever. But we saw how long that lasted. So they signed to Casablanca Records, which one of the greatest record labels, in my opinion.
Yes.
Had Donna
Good
Summer,
old Donna Summer was on here. I was just bumping this
yeah,
album today.
Parliament.
We gotta talk about this album, man.
Which one? Hold on.
I remember I got some issues with this album.
Yeah, the one you showed me, right?
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to talk about some Donna Summer. I want to talk
See,
about the
well,
first
not no
album.
no. The one I showed you was Bad Girls, but I remember. I think that was after Bad Girls, but I had some issues with this because it's the sound. She changed the sound on this album.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because
Yeah,
I heard that album a while back too. And
I wasn't a fan of it.
well, I felt like she had to do it, and she did it well, in my opinion. But
Right.
the
But see
song
what? But one of the biggest songs on that album. That's like one of her signature hits.
is it the one with Barbara Streisand or You're Working
No,
Hard for the Money?
no, that was in the '80s. Hard for the Money. Like
Okay.
this is still in the '70s. I'm talking about the which song it was the one that Giorgio Moroder did. I Feel Love, and that was like
I
considered
love that. What?
that yeah.
I
But I'm saying
love
that
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 song.
was that was one of the like that one and Love's Unkind was like the signature songs for her on the album. But
Yeah.
with the exceptions of those, like the other songs, I had an issue with. I don't feel like it was her. I think she was trying to do too much on that album.
Well, see, I want to say this one thing before I get back to Cameo. It was just like that album was it had like a cult following over the years because of how dance music was produced like in the 90s.
You don't like Barbara Streisand, Sam? What? You bugging? She's a legend.
She's
What's
a
wrong
legend.
with y'all? Y'all just listen to hip hop and that's it?
I mean, she can sing. I'm not an expert on her music like that, but she can definitely
Hey,
sing
I
though.
fuck with Barbara, man. She could sing. Well, her early days. I don't know about the shit now, but
Barbara over Celine
when she
Dion.
was young, Barbara was it, yo.
Yeah,
And
Barbara over
I'm
Celine
telling
Dion.
you, I fuck with Barbara, so you already know.
Yeah, man. I would take Barbara Streisand over Celine Dion any day though.
Oh yeah, I can't stand Celine Dion.
Thank
I
you.
could.
Woo!
I'm with Barbara all day, all
Oh my
day.
god, I cannot stand that Canadian man. Shit.
Barbara did it effortlessly, yo.
Yeah. But yeah, let me get back to Cameo because I know. Yeah, Cameo. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Damn. So yeah, so they signed to Casablanca Records and whatnot and then their manager made them change the name to Cameo, and they ended up doing an independent album on one self-titled album, in '73.
Mhm.
Hold on, that's odd. The way they did this on Wikipedia is odd as fuck, but okay. Yeah, okay. So their real first album was called Cardiac Arrest, and that was on their label, Chocolate City and shit like that. Very different from what many people know them for. These like really funky, real very like deep funk or whatever. But then by the time they got into like the late '70s to the early '80s, that's when they got a little bit more R&B with their sound, had more like an electric sound, utilizing like synthesizers more and whatnot too. But it wasn't maybe until like 1984 when they dropped the She's Strange album in '84.
Yep.
That was when they really blew up. And
Right.
believe it or not, that's my favorite album from them too. She's Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Got my favorite song, Hanging Downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then the tribute to Bob Marley,
Right.
Talking Out the Side of Your Neck. Yep, they were the ones who came out with that one first.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Certain members started leaving. Like I said, I don't know like the full story about why they started leaving.
Right.
I think it's because like a budget reasons. And the Wikipedia is just talking about the albums and the chart successes, and I'm just like, okay. And unfortunately, you probably would never get an unsung from Cameo because Larry Blackman does not feel like he's unsung. So
I don't feel like they are either though.
yeah, I don't feel like either. So
What is the criteria? That's a whole different story. What is the criteria for because some of the artists they put on there
Flying the Family Stone,
yeah, I'm like
they're
they're not
not
unsung.
unsung. Definitely motherfucking Bobby Valentino, but that's another story for a different.
He's unsung.
He needs to stay unsung.
Yes.
I'm just saying he should just not sing at all.
Oh man.
But I'm on fire tonight, yo. Shit. Yeah, so certain members, like if y'all know why the members left, I've been trying to find out for years and shit, but yeah. So
Where
then
Ronnie at? He's the
yeah,
encyclopedia. Ronnie, where you at?
Where's BJ? Where's BJ at?
Get that information.
Where's BJ at though?
Yeah, I don't see him.
That's the main nigga I
He
want.
might be still at work.
Yeah, you know he's gonna probably come like
Yeah.
midnight. But yeah, so then they came out with the Single Life album, which that was cool. I'm not gonna lie. And I love the song Single Life.
Yeah.
I even liked it when Mike Geronimo sampled it.
Right.
And then 1 year later, they came out with the Word Up album. And around this time, the main members were Larry Blackman, Tommy Jenkins, and Nathan Laytonet. And then, but you still had people like Charlie Singleton on guitar. You got my main man like Bernard White. Y'all should know who Bernard White is. You know, he was on trumpet too. Like, there's a lot of sort of other musicians and shit, you know.
Right.
Came out with technically it came out with like 4 singles: Word Up, Candy, Back and Forth, and Don't Be Lonely. And with this album too, a lot of people kind of say like this was kind of like the beginning of New Jack Swing a little bit. Because, and this is another reason why I have to say my shit about Cameo and whatnot, because when it came to the 80s funk, I love people like Rick James, Prince, Gap Band,
Classic.
but the established groups like, you know, the Ohio Players, Earth, Wind and Fire. Yes, I said Earth, Wind and Fire. They were using like more drum programming. Like a lot of the instruments, they were using like drum machines and synth machine because
Cool in the Gang.
they're another story for a different day. They just went adult contemporary. That's another story. And like I said, you know, you still have people like Zap. P-Funk was still technically going strong around that time too, because George Clinton did the whole Computer Games album.
Right.
You know, the inclusion of hip hop too. But with this album, I've seen a lot of people say this album was more like a New Jack Swing album in a way too. But we'll talk about that.
I don't feel like it was, but you know, maybe the early inception of New Jack Swing. You could say from this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Because to me, like when it comes to like groups like Climax,
Yeah,
I would even say like the Jets too. They were kind of like
yes,
proto New Jack Swing too.
yes.
But with this album, it was just like this poster child for funk bands still trying to hold on in the 80s. But however, this was actually their most successful album. So, and it all had to do with Larry Blackman's little junk, if you know what I mean.
Yes, that's his logo.
Yeah, that was his
like Humpty
glitter
Hump had
glove.
the nose, Larry had the cock piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was like his glitter glove.
Yeah.
That was like his what was that prop Madonna had?
The lace.
Yeah, that was like
The bustier. The bustier.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this album only has 7 tracks. So let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Word Up. Yeah, this whole song, it was a big song back in 1986, 1987, but Cameo did not want to do this song at first. Their label wanted them to do it. And you know, when I first heard this track, I'm not gonna lie, I love this track. You know, it's a nice party jam and shit like that. But then when white people start doing this track more often, saying word up more often, then it kind of gets a little bit oversaturated. But at the same time, I prefer this song than the next song.
Oh, wow.
This song actually got them a Soul Train Music Award for Best R&B and Soul Single, and an NME Award for Best Dance Record. And this Word Up, you know, it has influences in New York because people in New York always used to say word up with everything like that. Word to your mother, you know, word to the motherland before Vanilla Ice raped it. But
oh Lord.
yeah, man, definitely a very dope joint right here and shit like that. And you know, the song tells a story about how this guy named Vicious was like mad about how all the rappers were making the crowd dance, and he feel like he was trying to bring the funk back and shit like that, you know.
Right.
Yeah, because you know a lot of funk groups at that time did not like hip hop.
Right.
Zapp and Roger was one of them and shit too.
Hmm.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. Yes. Classic song. Like I said, I saw this video a lot when I was young, and it's been sampled, and I love it. It's real funky track, the bass line, the beat, the chorus, word up, wop up. Tell me what's the word. I love that. I love that. Do your dance, do your dance, do your dance quick, mama.
Yeah,
Tell me, come on, baby, what's the word, man? That's fire. I don't get tired of those songs like that. Like that's just timeless music. So when it's timeless like that, you don't get tired of those songs.
exactly. Well, I got tired of this next song. Um, Candy. Okay, I know what you guys are gonna say. This is a signature song. It's a classic. I'm just so tired of this damn song being sampled, coming out of nowhere when it in the cookout. It had something to do with my school because you know they all used to play this. And actually would be and attest to this. Anytime they would just play this song out of nowhere.
Like,
Like we can be listening to some trap shit like fucking Meat Mill. All of a sudden, bomb, bomb, bomb,
right,
bomb. I'm like, transition weird enough?
right, right.
Yeah, like now and the song too, you know, yeah, it is one of the signature song. I love the saxophone solo by Michael Breaker, but it's not really been one of my go-to cameo songs next to She's Strange,
Right.
Hanging Downtown, or that one joint, that true sample with that.
Right.
I forgot the name of that joint, but this is why I wish Ronnie's there too. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Ronnie, where's your encyclopedia? You know how you do.
Yeah, Ronnie, you can probably answer this question though, but why did a lot of the members in Cameo leave and shit? I don't know if you are a fan of Cameo, but it's been always bugging me for years. But yeah, I'm not gonna. It's a passable song. And shit.
Right.
I'll be real. Yeah.
I love it, man. Like again, I don't get tired of hearing the song, and so many people sampled it, and the bass line and the beat. I love the chorus. It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk, even when you talk. It takes over me. Man, that's so funky, man. I love it. It's like candy.
Oh yeah,
Classic toss. Classic song.
yeah. I felt like Tupac used it the best.
Yes,
The All About You sample.
definitely.
I definitely did like when Mariah did it with Loverboy. I did
Yes.
like that and
I
shit
think
like.
somebody mentioned that in the I think it was Ronnie that mentioned that.
Yeah, that's why I was reading it and shit. Um, Justice for Glitter. That's all I gotta say.
Justice
That
for
review
glitter.
is gonna come. It's gonna come.
Oh Lord.
Justice for Glitter.
Justice for glitter.
Yeah. Um,
As if.
Track number 3, Back and Forth. I just love this song because of the chorus, like that back and forth and forth, back and forth. Just the
Yeah.
chorus, it's enjoyable.
Yes. Yes. It was dope. Chorus is dope. The guitars on there is dope. The beat. I like this song. So that, and I like the video. Video is funny too.
Very funny. Man, all the videos were.
All their
Oh,
videos are funny. Yeah.
speaking of the videos, the Word Up had an appearance from LeVar Burton, Reading Rainbow fame, Roots
Yes.
fame, icon,
Yes.
legend. Alex Trebek wanted him to be the host of Jeopardy, but they ain't gonna let a black man be a host of Jeopardy.
Oh wow.
That's all I gotta say.
Alex, rest in peace, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, but no, they keep sending all these other people like, why don't y'all respect the motherfucker Richard and let the motherfucker LeVar Burton be the host of Jeopardy and shit?
Right. Who wants Steve Harvey?
Bro,
It's funny.
who wants fucking Aziz Azara, whatever that actor's name, whatever.
Oh God. Him? He's the host?
Then they pick different hosts for every
Right.
week, from what I
Oh.
heard.
Wow.
I'm like, y'all should just cancel Jeopardy then.
Yeah,
Fuck.
basically.
Yeah, just cancel
Just
Jeopardy.
cancel. It's not the
I mean,
same no more without
right.
Alex. So
Heck, I don't even watch Jeopardy like that no more. Like,
yeah.
rest in peace, Alex Trebek, legend, bro.
Yes.
Fuck. She got
Yeah,
niggas wanting to learn and shit. Fuck.
definitely a great track.
Yeah, very good track. Um, they're gonna get into "Don't Be Lonely." This is pretty much like my favorite ballad off this album, in my opinion. It's the only song that I kind of felt more like a ballad, in my
Hmm.
opinion. I mean, nice song, nice instrumentation. Not that much to say about it.
Yeah, it was cool. The only ballad really on this album, and it was different for them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't never like picture them to do ballads, but it was cool.
Oh yeah, Cameo, like the earlier ballads, man, they
Hmm.
were going down. They were throwing down. Like,
Right.
yeah, man. But around this time, it was just like I don't, I don't know, man. I don't know, but
Can you take Larry Blackman seriously singing a ballad and he was wearing a cock piece? I just think there's something funny
well,
about that.
I can take Prince seriously wearing singing a ballad, wearing high heels and a fur skirt and shit like that. So hell, I can even take fucking Ron. Like, if I can take Luther Vandross with the ballad singing with all that glitter, then I can take anything.
Well, that
Cause
was
that
it.
glitter,
The glitter was like that was like a you had to be wearing glitter back in the 80s. That means you was a star. Like Michael wore it, Prince, Madonna, like everybody wore glitter.
James DeBarge wore glitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, man. But yeah, where we at right now? She's mine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like the groove of the song. You know what I'm saying? It's an enjoyable song.
I like
It's
the
like,
raps by Larry, saying, cause a girl like her packs a mean punch. She eats guys like you every day for lunch, and he had a little flow going on in that song. I like the beat on that.
exactly.
That was dope.
Yes, sir. Then we're gonna get into fast, fierce, and funny. Love. My favorite track off this album.
Hmm.
Um, this is a song I actually had to listen to a couple of times because I love that drum beat, in my opinion. And then just the way he was singing, he was talking about saving your money and shit,
Right.
talking about how motherfuckers get nigga rich and shit, and then
Hmm.
they end up buying all these fancy cars, but when
Hmm.
the IRS comes knocking on their door, what do you think they take first?
Right.
And
The
shit. So
cars, houses.
yeah,
Yep.
I love the line where he says, "They go to your creditors because they know who you are. They'll leave your home without American Express. Never trust your friends without a very thorough credit check." I love his flow on that, by the way.
Yeah.
Some people will pay you with one eye on the clock. Others will have to pay you through your friendly neighborhood loan. Fast, fierce, and funny. Bam, bam, bam. Ah, man. Why wasn't that not a single?
I
I
don't
would
know.
have taken that over Candy any day.
Right.
Hell, give me a song about saving my coins. Give me a song about that besides some fucking Candy. Get out of here, man. And that's
Oh
the
man.
what label was this? Atlanta Artists. Atlanta Artists. Oh,
Hmm.
this was Larry Backman's label. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, classic track in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Definitely a dope song, and like that. That topic still is relevant today, and you
So then,
splurging your money on cars and houses and women, and it all catches up to you in the end. So,
exactly.
yep.
That's why whenever I see these rappers, man,
Hmm.
like these rappers, every time they make it big, they always go on Instagram, copping the latest Lamborghini.
Hmm.
2 years later, they're on Love and Hip Hop and shit.
You,
Come
you
talking
think
about
you think we'll
baby
see
mom.
you think we'll see anybody from Griselda on there? Cause they spending money like nobody business.
I hope not, but I hope not, low
How many
key.
how many chains is Conway rocking now? Like 10?
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all see this chain right here? This is the only chain I'm going to have in my collection. Y'all want to see me with jewelry from head to toe. Y'all want to see me with pink diamonds on my forehead and shit like
Oh
that.
man.
Y'all want to see me like acting like Lil Uzi Vert, nigga.
Oh no. Terrible.
The day I become bankrupt is the motherfucking day Oprah sucks my dick.
Man.
Yeah. The day I become bankrupt is the day I become a prostitute.
Oh man.
All right. The last track, you can have the world. I really don't care about this track. You could have this track if you have.
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't great.
You didn't like it either.
Nah, it wasn't. I don't think it should have ended off the album.
Nah.
You know.
Overall, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. This is an okay album for me. I respect the legacy. I respect like the influence they had on his fan base. No, but like I said, I'm not really been the biggest Cameo fan, and this is like around the time when funk music was really becoming with the wet drums and shit like that. Like I was, and you can tell like the reduction of the members played a part in the sound too.
Right.
So this might be controversial. I'm gonna give it like maybe a 3 stars.
Oh
Fuck
wow.
it. Yeah, I, I'm I'm being on. I'm being 100%
What
honest. Yeah.
do you feel like they were? Do you feel like they were always a novelty act, or
No,
you don't feel like they were a novelty act at all?
they were never a novelty. I feel like when they weren't as big, they were a legit funk group, like and shit like that. But once they got that flavor,
Hmm.
that's when they wanted to gravitate more from the funk to the R&B, and then
Right.
it becomes when everybody appreciates it. That's when it becomes like, yeah,
Right. It
let's
becomes
make our music
mainstream.
more wider,
It
a
becomes
mainstream.
mainstream. Yes. And as soon as he put on wore the cock piece, that's when they became mainstream.
Jesus Christ.
You know.
That
That's what
fucking
that's what people remember them for him having the hair and the cock piece and the
it's a damn
candy
shame.
song. You know what I'm saying?
It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
Because what they're missing out is some good music, man. Some good
Right.
R&B, and that's not to say I don't dislike funk music in the '80s. I don't dislike drum machines. I don't dislike all that shit. But then when certain funk groups like the Ohio Players
Right.
wanted to change up their sound when they came to like the um Angel album, which I'm gonna talk about that one day
Mm.
and shit like that, then yeah, to adapt more with the changing times, then yeah,
The live instruments from the live instruments to the analog made a big difference.
yeah.
So you
Mhm.
could tell the difference in the music. That's why I had a problem with one of those Donna Summer albums because she went for like a different sound and it wasn't the sound she was known for. And I even with Cool and the Gang, like they to me the '80s stuff, even though I like certain songs from the '80s from them, but they wasn't the same like compared to the '70s stuff from them.
Exactly.
You know, you can hear the difference on those earlier albums. You know,
Yeah.
I think the album was good. I think I haven't heard all of the albums though, but just for like the long lasting, the longevity for some of these songs on this album, I think it was a good album.
So how much would you give this out of?
I would give it a 4. I need to hear like the other stuff though. Like this the only one I heard, but I would give it a 4 right now and work my way back to the other stuff from them.
Gotcha. Okay,
And
Ronnie.
don't be afraid to go back. Sometimes you got to go back and listen to the other stuff.
Oh yeah. I would definitely check out the She Strange album definitely
Okay.
because I feel like that album was even though it was transitional for them, it was still a good enough album. And then like Ronnie said in the chat, Alligator Women was good too.
Yes.
But he said around 82, 83, after they released the eighth album, they were going through transition, having gone from 5 members to 4. Yeah, but they had more members too in the 70s. So was like each album a transition album? Interesting. But thank you, Ronnie. I had a feeling you would know.
What up, Danny?
What's up, Dan? What's up, Alonzo, my main man? What's up, bro? Yeah, man. I'm gonna stay on probably till about 12:20, 12:25.
Y'all always ask us about Belly. we we
Yeah, man.
asked
That's
the,
what
we already talked about Belly. Like,
and we ain't talking about Billy too.
oh God, I don't want to talk about Belly too. That was bad.
Ronnie said that's why some of the members left. Mind you, that happened before they recorded the ninth album style. Oh wow.
I love
Jesus.
Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars to me is one of the best out right now.
Yeah, I like
Easily.
Bruno Mars from 24K Magic upward.
Yes. Classic album. Hooligans, doo-wop and hooligans. Love that album. Great artist.
I cannot wait for the shit with Innocent Pack though.
Yes, I hope that's a good album. I know that's gonna be a good album. They don't drop nothing whack, so let them take their time with it and come out with it.
Yeah, I was so happy I found that Rocco's Modern Life video, yo.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
I
They
might
don't
make
need to rush nothing now. Just take your time with it. I wish more artists would do that. Take your time with the project.
for real. It's like every time an artist drops a single, oh, the album's coming out in 2 weeks.
But yeah, definitely. You know, sometimes like when they drop too many projects, you can overlook some. You know.
Exactly. Like with Prince.
Yeah.
I love Prince, but there's some Kai's classic albums that some of the public
Yeah.
overlooks.
He was just rushing to get out of that contract. So
And it's okay if you like to drop new music and shit like that. Don't get me wrong. Cause this artist that drops music yearly and they was like doing classic, good album. David Bowie's one of them.
right,
Um, Jay-Z to an extent.
right.
But I hate artists that drop albums just for the fuck of it.
Right. Let me just drop this and then it's no good.
Yeah, I know about that Beyonce. She sampled that for Candy
Right.
for that Before I Let You Go cover.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
That
fuck
ain't
with
rap
Joni
pop.
Mitchell.
Huh?
Oh, try. Sam asked us if we fuck with Joni Mitchell.
I don't have no Joni Mitchell albums. I know some of her songs though. That ain't rap podcast. Danny. We just talked about the Distant Relatives album last night. The anniversary was like 11 years ago yesterday. So subscribe to the channel. Let me know what's your favorite Distant Relatives album, songs, or if you like the album, if you didn't like the album. Yeah, Anderson Paak is, check out Malibu. Malibu is one of his best albums. Oxnard was dope. Uh, what's the other one that he dropped? Forgetting the name of this shit. Check out his whole discography. All his albums are dope.
Yeah,
Ventura, Ventura was like one of his best ones too.
yeah. Even the No Worries album and shit too.
Yes, No Worries. Yeah, that was a dope album too. Him and Knowledge.
Yeah, my sister loves that album too.
Yeah, that was good. Makar said, "Are you planning to do more Southern hip hop albums this month?"
Stay tuned.
Well, we talked about a couple that we might do. So
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I'm thinking about doing word of mouth.
yeah,
I'm thinking of doing that one, but heck, if you guys vote, look in the poll. I have some good Southern albums if y'all want to check it out.
right. Yeah, Pete Rock. Pete Rock got a new mixtape out with this new cat called Amir, and me and Danny was in the live stream for that on Full Blast Radio live stream. Shout out to DJ Tiger. That was a dope mixtape. What's your opinion on Tracy Chapman? I think she was a good singer. I liked her first album. I didn't hear too much from her after that though. But she could have been like really like a bigger artist than she was at that time.
I've only heard the first album and I liked it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be real with you. That kind of music she does, that's not even my kind of music I would listen to, but I respect her as an artist.
But she was alternative at that point.
Yeah, she was alternative, but she was that singer-songwriter Bob Dylan kind of influenced alternative. Right. Which I fuck with Bob Dylan, but I'm not a huge fan of Bob Dylan.
Right. Yeah, Tracy Spencer, she was a good singer. I remember her.
Tender Kisses track.
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie Winslow was smitten over that.
This house is one of my favorites from her. This house, that was a dope song. Uh, yeah, she was dope. I don't know what happened to her. What happened to Tracy Spencer?
I think she just took some time off, and then I know she dropped like one album in '92, then one album in '99.
Right. Favorite gangster character from of any gangster movie?
Nino Brown.
Scarface. Tony Montana.
Yeah, but Nino was more ruthless than Tony.
Yeah. Nino. Who had the better speech though? Was it Nino or Tony?
Oh, Tony, hands down. This nigga had like everything he said was a speech, man.
Yeah. Right.
Nino was just like a street talk. He made some good speeches, like some good monologue. My favorite one was the court speech.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. That
last
was good.
speech.
Yes. Yes.
Like it's like the way I saw it, he knew legally he was not gonna beat the system, but mentally he beat the system.
Right.
That's why he was so cocky with it.
But wasn't he gonna get off though? Or
He was
did
gonna
they
get-
give him like a lot of? They give him. I thought that he was gonna like walk the case.
yeah, he was gonna get parole eligibility after like 1 year.
Wow.
But
That's
it was
crazy.
but even the ending, as much as I love New Jack City, I felt like the ending was kind of forced. Like all of a sudden, Kareem Akbar,
Right.
he all of a sudden just got arrested. I'm just like, nigga, they know you the fucking leader
Exactly.
of fucking CMB. Ain't no one
But
shooting for Kareem and shit.
he was in a part of the CMB. How come he wasn't arrested then?
And my question is this: what the fuck were you even doing in the courtroom anyway?
Exactly. Like why you there?
You stabbed your fucking hand.
Exactly.
Everybody
Chop your
was
hand
dead.
off.
Everybody in the crew was dead. You better have gone out of town and shit, nigga. What the
He told you he didn't like your light skinned ass to begin with. You was too pretty. Why would you even there?
what were you gonna be moral support?
He was
You think you're gonna be G Money's right hand man?
he was still loyal to Nino even after all that.
Right.
And you know what would have been good if he had got off and walked out of the courtroom and left it open for a part two where he's back to doing his dirt and he's on the run from the government or the cops or whatever. That's how you would have made a part two for that. Not have the old man kill him.
Well, little trivia though, they were actually supposed to have made a part 2 for the movie,
Right.
but Wesley didn't want to do it,
Oh man.
and I'm glad because that shit would have sucked.
Yeah, because you gotta have Wesley back as Nino.
Exactly. Plus, it would have gotten the let's take it over the world, let's take over the world kind of scenario
Right.
that a lot of sequels try to have and shit.
Right.
They try to make explosions, trying to make it all epic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to do that.
Brownstone, If You Love Me, or Grapevine. If You Love Me,
If
I
you
love
love,
that song. Definitely. And the remix with Craig Mack was dope too. Robert De Niro's character as taxi driver. He was a nut job though.
it was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He was nothing like Nino Brown.
Heck, I'm gonna even throw in Odolph from Menace to
Old
Society.
dog. Yeah.
Tommy from Good.
Old dog was old dog. I don't know. I don't. He was just like
Let me,
young and cocky with a gun. That's how I looked at him.
but at the same time, the thing about Oda that I like, I like the more heartless motherfucker, like Tommy from Goodfellas.
Right.
I like the more heartless motherfuckers and shit like that because
Right.
it was just the character in it. Like they didn't give no fuck. They were just like shooting motherfuckers just to shoot motherfuckers. Like, are we talking about me? Pop, pop. Like I do like Tony. Tony was my main man because you saw you
Yeah.
understood why he was like that.
Yes. He was the hothead. Manolo was more the level-headed one.
Michael Corleone.
Right. Michael Corleone. Right.
They drove him. They drove him
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
But the gangsters with the heart, oh, I can't stand them. I can't stand them gangsters with the heart. Like I'm just like, why you even in the business? Why you even in the business?
I think sometimes you got to be level-headed about certain situations. You got to be smart about it.
True.
That's why, like Manolo was loyal, and he would still kill at the same time, but he was calm. He wasn't a hothead like Tony was. You know, Tony wanted to make a deal, and it's like he would let his emotions get involved in it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we saw SWV and Escape. That was a great versus. Enjoyed that.
Ronnie said, would y'all consider Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" a '70s equivalent to R. Kelly's "12 Play"? That's a good question, believe it or not.
It wasn't as raunchy as 12 play.
At the time, it was
It
because
was
there's a song called "You Should Love to Ball" where Marvin and this girl was having orgasms.
right.
Um, they had the song "Just to Be Satisfied" where he basically told his wife on record that he was leaving her. Um, just the whole sexual nature, like it wasn't have heard before and shit, you know.
Bishop was a hothead too. Like, he didn't think straight. You know what I'm saying? He was like you know what I'm saying. Raheem was like the level-headed cat, but Bishop was just out there. Beans from State Property. Beans another one. He was just ready to shoot people, just for no reason. Roll up with the hand that he shoot you in, and if he didn't roll up right, he was gonna shoot you in the other hand. You know,
Yo, Beans was funny in that
yeah,
movie.
he was hilarious.
This was him the whole movie.
Yeah, that he just playing himself. That was him. It was like he don't need no script.
Count that shit.
Yeah,
It's like, you hear this
he
nigga?
ain't need
Bro,
no
shut the
script,
fuck
bro.
up. Yo, shout out to Prim's Head Cinema because he did a dope ass review on that.
Ronnie, how your Lakers looking? Golden State busting their ass right now. What's going on? Steph Curry looking good, looking like vintage stuff. Joe Pesci and Goodfellas. Yeah, he was crazy, man.
Nigga, y'all talk about Robert De Niro and Scorsese, man. Pesci and Scorsese, that was even better in my fucking opinion.
Right.
Yo, where's Pesci at, yo? Where the fuck is Joe Pesci at these
He
days?
he did the Irishman. What else he wanted to do?
Nah,
I
man.
don't I don't think I don't I think after a certain age they're not gonna be like active like they used to be.
Oh, please. Man,
You
if
know?
what's his name? If it's fucking what's his name?
Hector
Kirk
was good.
Douglas, Michael Douglas, they can all do them movies to this day, then
Kirk Douglas. Isn't he dead?
I mean Michael Douglas, that's what I meant.
Michael Douglas. I haven't seen I don't oh wait, what he did? Ant Man was the last I didn't like Ant Man. I don't like none of the Ant Man films. You know what I mean? I was never a big fan of Ant Man. I'm like Michael Douglas and Ant Man. That sound like a stretch.
What you think of Jack Nicholson?
In what?
Just Jack in general.
Oh yeah, Jack is the man. I've seen a lot more Jack Nicholson films than Michael Douglas.
I love them.
The Shining.
Yeah,
Even though I don't like it's not one of my favorite horror films. A lot of people love that film. I remember watching it the first time and I fell asleep halfway through the film. But like when I woke up, it's like that's when he was actually going crazy with the axe and going after his wife and kid and shit. But
like
you know what I'm saying? And I love him as the Joker. I thought he played a great Joker in Batman and what was it
yeah,
'89? Great film.
classic.
I remember going to see that when I was little, yo. Like that summer, like that's a classic film. I loved him as a Joker. The Witches of Eastwick. That was another good film. I liked him in that. Um, what was the other films? I think My Two Jakes. I think it was called My Two Jakes or the Jake. I seen him in like a couple films during the '90s, but yeah, he's a great actor. He's still a great actor. Anger Management with Adam Sandler. I have that on DVD. That was a good funny film with him and Adam Sandler. Yeah, he's a legend, and he's always at the Laker games. He's always been a dedicated Laker fan.
Mm.
You know. Cruz said thoughts on Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Two of the worst films in the franchise, if you ask me. Did not like it. I don't. I think George Clooney played a good Bruce Wayne because of his personality in real life. Like he has like that mysterious side to him. But I didn't like him as Batman. I didn't care for Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl in that. They just announced that they're doing a Batgirl film
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Uh
They
the
also announced they showed the sneak preview of Batman the animated series, the reboot, which I feel like should not fucking happen.
It shouldn't happen. No, no, because
Don't you
we all
dare
grew up.
reboot that.
We all grew up on the Batman animated series. I don't think they need to reboot that.
Never.
They just put that on Blu-ray like what, like 2 years ago. Like now you're gonna reboot it for what?
Please. Even
You know,
y'all can't even redo the fucking score.
you want to reboot Batman Beyond? Cool, I have no problems with that. Not Batman the
No,
animated
no,
series. That's a
don't even
classic.
reboot Batman Beyond
You don't
either.
want.
No, no. What you now? Please, no.
Yeah. I
No,
don't.
stop. Just stop with the reboots, please.
They
Just
don't know what
stop.
else to do. They don't know what else to do in Hollywood. This is what it is.
Shit. I
It's
can't.
either you're doing a reboot or you're doing a sequel for a classic film from 30 years ago. That's what they're doing now.
I can't take it anymore with the reboots and the continuations and the sequels.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't take it anymore. Please, no. Ugh.
I do like in Batman Forever. I do like Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I thought he played a good Riddler. I liked Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. But I think the Batmans in those films ruined it for me. Like Val Kilmer, I didn't care for Val
Yeah.
Kilmer as Batman. I didn't care for George Clooney as Batman. But the first two with the Tim Burton ones with Michael Keaton and Kim Basinger, those two were like the best to me. And then Michelle Pfeiffer playing Catwoman in Batman Returns, that was one of my favorite ones. I went to see both of them when they came out. So back in the day, so I love those two Batman
Batman
films.
Returns with some. I don't know if I like that more than the first Batman or not. I loved how dark and grimy it was.
Yeah, and they show Gotham in the wintertime, and it was real
Yes.
cold, and
Ugh.
the makeup for Danny DeVito as Penguin, that's like A-list makeup, yo. I
Yes.
love that because he didn't
Yes.
look like Danny DeVito. He looked like the Penguin in that film.
For real, man. I was like, yo. That was what really made Batman the animated series. Niggas forget.
Yes,
Niggas,
definitely.
like, I can talk about Batman the animated series all
Yes.
motherfucking day. Like,
I watched that religiously. I watched that, and I watched the Superman one too.
oh, nigga.
Both of them were great, and oh man, I don't know, man. It's not this. Their kids don't grow up on the shit that we grew up on. Like the cartoons is not even the same.
Like, I'm hearing about this Invincible cartoon. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it, but y'all making it seem like this is Batman the animated series. Like, yeah. Think. Like, come on.
They're gonna reboot Juice? Oh hell no, I'm not watching that.
I heard about that shit.
Really? Well, who?
Better not be Soldier Boy.
Oh,
They
come
said,
on.
At first, they said Soldier Boy at first.
Nah, I will definitely pass on that one.
Disrespectful.
The film is not gonna be like the original, and even if they do a soundtrack, it's not gonna be like the original. So, you know what I mean? The animated series were great, man. Like, the different I liked how it wasn't just about the main arch villains. It wasn't just about the Riddler and Penguin. You had Clayface, you had the Scarecrow. You know what I'm saying? Like they branched it out with the other villains that most people don't know about when it comes to Batman. It's always about Penguin and Riddler or Catwoman. So
I wish somebody would get me the score to that show.
right.
But they have
Ronnie? Ask Eric, because Eric bought soundtracks. So
but see, they have like different volumes. Like they have like
different
14 volumes, man.
oh wow.
Jesus, I don't give a fuck. I would listen to that shit all fucking day and just think.
Yep. I don't get it, man.
You know what superhero show niggas don't talk about? Freakazoid.
I watched some Freakazoid. But they were planning on doing a movie for that. They were planning on doing a movie for that.
Is it live action?
Yep.
Oh my god, no.
Yep.
If they better not get a black man to have a blue face. That's all I say right now. You better get Will Smith or somebody.
Will Smith as Freakazoid?
No, because the blue face. I'm saying the blue face because of Genie.
Oh, yeah, true. How would they pull that off? That's true. How would they pull that off? It would have to be. I think for the Freakazoid, you have to make them like
Just don't
CGI for that. That got to be CGI. 'Cause I don't like because the makeup for live action can come off corny if he has like a real blue face.
Freakazoid movie. Hell no.
You know, or unless they give him a new look for Hollywood. I don't know how you would pull that off.
It's kind of funny how y'all don't give like cause Freakazoid ran for 2 seasons. 2 motherfucking seasons. Y'all
Right.
wait till now to give this show respect.
Yep. They're pulling at straws at this point. Like what's gonna stick to the wall? Like hey, maybe we should do a Freakazoid movie or a Static Shock movie. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I heard about the Static Shock.
Yeah.
They're gonna reboot. Which
right.
why don't y'all get your asses and make some shit on your own?
Right.
And this is why motherfuckers are going independent now because y'all too busy doing reboots and shit.
Right.
You don't see, and that, I heard they're making a sequel to Night Court.
Are they?
Yeah, John Larroquette trying to make a sequel to Night Court. I'm like, what the
Why?
fuck, John?
For what?
For what? Harry Anderson is dead.
What are they doing?
Harry Anderson is dead.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah, he died like a couple years ago, man.
Wow.
Rest in peace to Harry Anderson.
Favorite Sylvester Stallone movies? The 80s shit. Rambo, Rocky, Cobra. That's his best shit to me.
Yeah, Rocky, of course.
Anything after that, I checked out. All that 90s shit, Daylight and Cliffhanger, I didn't care for none of that shit. You know, Get Caught. I actually went to see Get Caught with my homeboy. That shit was so bad. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm surprised we didn't just get up and leave. That shit was terrible. The dialogue in that was cheesy. I'm like, yo, Stallone is done. He needs to just direct shit. You know, Expendables was like his last saving grace. Like he got big with that because I don't think anybody expected that movie to be as big as it went. You know, Over the Top. I saw that. I didn't really care. Was that the one where he was like doing the arm wrestling? I saw that shit. I didn't really care for it though.
I don't even know.
Favorite reboot movies? Evil Dead. The Evil Dead reboot was my favorite because I think that was scarier than the actual original Evil Dead.
Sparkle.
Sparkle?
Scarface.
Scarface, right. I keep forgetting Scarface is a remake. Yeah, Scarface, of course. Scarface, The Mummy, Evil Dead. Yeah, My Cousin Vinny. That was a good film too. Joe
Classic.
Pesci and Marissa Tomei and Ralph Macchio.
Don't forget my nigga Fred Blaine.
Yeah,
Herman Munster.
Father Munster.
Yeah.
Herman Munster. Father Munster.
I loved her on that. Fucking the Ute.
Yeah, what is a Ute?
Yo,
That
he
was
was a
hilarious.
very dope actor. Y'all fucked with him and shit.
Yeah.
I love Car 54. Where are you, man?
Yes, I used to watch that on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, man. Where are they? Where are my friends?
Did you ever see him in Pet Cemetery when he got killed?
Nah, I never seen that one.
Yes, you got the original one. He got killed. I think the little boy Gage had killed him when Gage came back from the dead. That was a good one, man. Did you guys know the Game and Yuckmouth had beef back in the day? I didn't know that.
I did.
The Game and Yuckmouth? What they had beef over?
I don't even know. It was on the Beef 3 video. I forgot. It was over some beef shit.
70s Stallone or 80s? I love 80s Stallone, but you know, he had some good movies in the 70s too. Nighthawks. Was Nighthawks in the 70s or 80s? I saw Nighthawks.
I want to say that was 70s.
But I prefer him in the 80s though. I think 80s is when he became a star. Like him and Schwarzenegger, they had like the best action films in the 80s to me. Favorite Eastwood flick? Dirty Harry was my favorite. What's the other one I like? I like Unforgiven. Unforgiven is like a underrated Western though. That was a good one. Play Misty for me. That's like one of my favorites. Even like his recent stuff, like the recent movies he's done, I've seen like the recent stuff he's done. That was good.
Oh, this nigga Michael Jackson just freezes for like 30 seconds and shit.
What's that you watching?
I'm watching a live performance of Human Nature in the Bad Tour.
Oh wow. It's freezing, you said?
Excuse me?
You said it's freezing?
Yeah, when he does that, when he does Human Nature, like reaching out and he does that weird thing with his hand, he just freezes for like 30 seconds and shit.
Oh wow. Favorite Kurt Cobain documentary? I saw a documentary about him and Courtney Love years ago. I think it was on Showtime.
Oh, I gotta watch that one.
You ever saw that one? 'Cause they went like personal into like their relationship and all that, like when they were on drugs and all that together and shit.
I saw one Nirvana documentary years ago.
That might be the same one.
Shit,
It might be the same one.
yeah. I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes. Michael Jackson.
Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film? T2 is my favorite.
Terminator 1.
I love that one, but the first two, that's it for me. After the first two, it went downhill after that to me.
I agree.
You know, Predator, the first one, my favorite. The Running Man, Total Recall, like those are like my favorite. Commando, those are like my favorite. Again, like mostly the '80s stuff from Arnold. Better filmography, Schwarzenegger, Stallone. I'll probably give it to Schwarzenegger because to me, he still had like better films. After the '80s, I didn't care for none of the Sylvester Stallone stuff. Like Schwarzenegger had some films that I still watched after like the '80s era. So yeah, Sharon Stone was in Total Recall. What do you think about the Tupac and Biggie documentary? I've seen so many.
If you're talking about the 2002 one, I did not like that one.
I didn't care for it. I've seen so many documentaries about them though. Like I'm already over Tupac and Biggie. You know what I'm saying? It's time people put them to rest already. Just like leave their legacy alone.
What do you think of the Kiss Creatures of the Night album?
Kiss? I never listened to a Kiss album.
Oh shit.
I never listened to a Kiss album because they wasn't my type of like rock. What is your favorite like Kiss album?
Destroyer and Creatures of the Night.
Okay. Are you planning on doing a review for that?
Stay tuned.
80s Arnold's 80s Arnold definitely. Better actress Sharon Stone or Michelle Pfeiffer? Michelle
Sharon
Pfeiffer.
Stone.
Sharon Stone?
Yeah.
I thought Michelle Pfeiffer to me was a better actress. Um, I watched a lot of her films.
Favorite Sinbad movie? Oh shit.
Sinbad the comedian?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know. What? I'm trying to think of movies I saw Sinbad in.
I haven't seen a lot of Sinbad movies, believe it or not.
I don't know.
Shout out to Sinbad though. Keep your head up.
Sinbad is he sick?
He was sick a couple months ago.
Oh, so I think he's a dope stand-up comedian.
If Bill, he was like the successor of Bill Cosby in my opinion.
Right. Nick Broomfield? Who the hell is that? Who is the sexiest actress?
Shit.
Shit, it's still Holly Berry. Have you seen Holly Berry on Instagram? Like she just posting up all kind of shit right now.
Lynn Whitfield.
Lynn Whitfield.
That's somebody I would low-key marry.
Holly Berry is still fine for her age. J Lo is still fine for her age. Jessica Alba. I seen a funny story in Yahoo about Jessica Alba today. They were talking about how she and her husband had to explain to their 9-year-old daughter to the I think her daughter's 9. They had to explain to their little daughter that when they were doing it, their daughter walked in on them,
Oh wow.
and she started crying like Jessica started crying when her daughter walked in on them, and so she had to they had to both explain to their daughter, like give the daughter that talk early, and she told her daughter, maybe now this will teach you to barge in on mommy and daddy.
Well,
That shit
she
was
got
fun. Why don't you lock your door? Like if you have kids and you're about to do it, why wasn't your door locked? I don't understand that.
that is true too.
What? How is your door? I mean, I know they got maids and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Why isn't your door locked? If you're gonna get freaky,
Exactly, but
that makes no sense.
people just don't think. That's the thing.
You know?
But other than that, I'm about to just call it a night. This has been a dope ass review.
Yeah.
Did Cameo with the word up. Just
Yes.
got a few announcements. I gotta end off with a few announcements. So tomorrow we're gonna do the Usher Confessions album.
Special edition.
Special edition, yes.
Yes.
Um Also I want to film the review in Coogee spot. So
Okay.
yeah, Coogiee's gonna be in the review too.
Oh, is Coogee and Ashley joining us tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
Coogiee's gonna watch and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's gonna watch, give his input on certain tracks. But
Right.
yeah,
Dope.
also I did the recent poll about hip hop compilations and shit like that. Those albums are MMG Self Made Volume 1, Disturbing the Peace compilation, which Loki I really wanted to do.
I
Um,
haven't even listened to that album when I have it.
yeah, man. NWA and the Posse,
Hmm.
Suge Knight represents the Chronic 2000, and Soundbombing 2, which so far is a tie between the NWA and Soundbombing 2, which
I
I'm very
I voted for the MMG compilation. So
really,
yes, that mean you wanted Southern hip hop. Who asked it? Makai? You might
yeah,
get it.
yeah, man. Yeah, I wanted to throw in some different one. I didn't want to just throw in the usual
Right.
compilation like Rada Da Volume 1 and shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
Um, Also, 1 week from now, we're going to do the long awaited Battle of the Bangers Q-Tip edition.
Yes.
Really, really cannot wait to do that one.
Yep.
And the next Battle of the Bangers after that is going to be a surprise.
Uh
That might break the internet if that.
oh.
Top 10 New Jack Swing albums as well tomorrow. After
Are
that,
we doing that tomorrow too? This New Jack Swing list.
yeah, right after.
So both gonna be live.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow,
Mhm.
y'all getting a treat tomorrow. Both shows gonna be live.
Yeah, it's going to be all in one video tomorrow.
Okay. Oh okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then
Nice.
Sunday is going to be the conclusion with the Top 10 Neo Soul. And
Nice.
BJ, he's going to let me know.
Okay.
He'll let me know.
Dope.
All right. And y'all know the collection video and the surprise R&B review. It's the last Sunday.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much as usual, Try.
Yeah. No doubt.
And I want to say this album is out of print. I want to say.
Probably.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if it is in print because it is the
Yeah.
most successful.
Most of the shit we talk about is out of print, so
Yeah.
you know.
But yeah. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.